Hey guys, it's Eamon from thegalaxytab.com, and today I'm going to be showing you how to flash the latest European firmware on your Galaxy Tab. Now, let's just start off with, first of all, you should be doing this only if you have an AT&T or T-Mobile version of the Samsung Galaxy Tab. I have the T-Mobile version, and the reason I say this is because there's really no reason to be flashing it on the Sprint or Verizon version, because the main reason people flash the European ROM is to be able to make phone calls, and that's only possible right now with the GSM tablet, which is just the AT&T and the T-Mobile. So I'm going to be showing you on the T-Mobile tablet how to do it, but it's similar for the AT&T. So the first thing you need to do is back up all your everything, because we're going to be repartitioning the hard drive. So make sure you back up all your apps. I don't know what you can use, Titanium backup, or just copy all your pictures and whatnot. After you've backed up, you're gonna shut off the tablet, because the first thing we need to do is actually install drivers, and I'm going to be doing this on a Windows 7 machine. It's actually a Mac, but I will use VMware to flash this, because unfortunately the software only runs on Windows. So I'm just going to use a program and turn it off, but you can just shut it off from the side button. Now, the first thing you need to do is put the tablet into download mode. To do this is you press the power button and the volume down at the same time, and it will put the tablet into download mode. There you go. Now you're in download mode. So I'm assuming people know how to install drivers, but if not, I'll just show you real quickly. On Windows 7 it's very simple. You don't actually need I'm going to include the drivers for just in case you're using Windows XP. I haven't tried it on XP, I've only tried it on Windows 7. So it's actually very simple, that as soon as you connect the tablet to the Windows 7 machine, it'll just automatically install the drivers for you, and it looks like it's already installed for me. Sorry if it's a little blurry, but it looks like it's already installed. So there you go, everything's check, and that means we are ready to go. The drivers will be included if you need to do them manually. So the first thing you need to do is open an application that will be all packaged up in a nice folder for you. Everything that you need will be in there. So the program is called Odin. So we just go ahead and click on Odin and rerun the program. Okay, now you need to first make sure that everything is connected up correctly. What you need to make sure is that under ID COM that you see this yellow box here, that it's yellowed in. If not, that means it's not connected properly, you don't have the drivers installed properly. So just make sure that that is connected, because without that you cannot do anything. So what you need to do, again, all the files will be included. You just need to click on PDA. Now find the folder that I just downloaded, or that you downloaded from the link that I will provide. Now you'll see that it says here flash first, flash second, so it's pretty obvious which one you need to flash first. Now the reason why we need to flash twice is because this one right here, the GHA, is actually a full firmware. It's a full ROM. So anything that you flash after will just be like an update for it. So this is why you actually need the core, the whole file system, everything installed first before you install an update. So GHA is the firmware that has all the core parts of Android. So we're going to click on Open. We're going to click on it and then click on Open. Now the next thing you need to do is click the PIT, P-I-T. This file is responsible for the partitioning. You need this because I said earlier that you're going to be repartitioning. So what's going to happen basically is that the 16 gigabyte hard drive or the storage drive that's in the Samsung Galaxy Tab is partitioned into two partitions. The first partition, which is about 2 gigabytes, this is used for the ROM, for installing the operating system, for all system files, everything will go in there. The remainder will be just your SD card. So that's why you need to partition it first. So when I click on PIT, you're gonna select the P120100909.pid file. So after you select that and click open. Now it's very important that you click the repartition. Okay, you need to make sure that's checked. So these three need to be checked: repartition, auto reboot, and reset time. So now that you have everything, the box is yellow. That means it's connected. You got your thing obviously in download mode, and you have the PIT file and the PDA file. You're set to go. Now all you have to do is click start. And then once you click on start, it'll just run through everything. It'll take about 5 minutes or less, and it will install the firmware, and the system should reboot. Okay. The reason I'm not actually going to do this because I already have everything saved, so I can't do this right now. But it will go through everything, and then it will install the firmware, and then it will reboot. Now once the system reboots, you're gonna hear the Samsung logo, just like a chime, but you won't actually see anything on the screen. The screen will be black. This is normal. Okay, so the screen will just look like it's turned off. Like I said, this is normal. Now what you're gonna do after that happens, you need to shut down the tablet completely down by holding the power button for about 10 seconds, and then put it in download mode again. So again, repeat the procedure. Hold the power button and the volume down at the same time. Great, so you're in download mode again. Okay, so now once you're in download mode again, because I'm using a VMware and I have to actually unplug it and replug it back in. Now you should come up and that I'm connected again. Now unselect repartition. That's very important. You need to unselect it now. Okay. Actually, the best thing to do is just close it and open Odin again and run it. The reason I'm doing this is because I don't need the PIT file anymore. The PIT file was only used for the repartitioning, and since that's done now, we don't actually need it. So once your tablet is in recovery mode, go back and click on the PDA. You're going to click on Flash Second, and then click Roto GMA. Now again, props goes to Roto. He's on the XDA forums. This is actually his compilation. It's the firmware, plus it's already rooted for you, so big thanks to him. So after you do that, click on open, and again making sure that everything is in download mode, or your tablet's in download mode and that's being detected by your Windows machine, and then all you have to click on is start. So once you click on start again, which again I cannot do because I'm already did it. Well, I'm just gonna do it anyway. So click on start, and it's gonna go through the whole procedure. So again, this will take about 5 minutes to do. So I'm not gonna make you guys sit here and wait for the entire 5 minutes, but I'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Alright, so after everything has completed, you should get a green saying pass, and again it took about 3 to 5 minutes, I would say. And what you're going to do now, you're going to notice that the phone, or the tablet, is stuck in download mode. All you have to do is shut it off by holding the power button for about 10 seconds or so. Okay, so it's turned off now. Simply just wait for this thing to come. Actually, no, just unplug it and just turn it back on. There you go. Now there's two things that can happen at this point. One is that you get stuck at the Samsung logo. Now this will take about, it should not take more than like 5 minutes. But if for some reason you're stuck at the Samsung logo, there's a perfect fix for that. I will show you that in a second. Alright, I just kind of fast forwarded and everything did work for me. You're gonna get presented with the setup screen. Just make sure you click on next and fill in whatever needs to be filled in accordingly. So now, if you are one of the people who got stuck at the Samsung logo, all you simply need to do is just reset the tablet. Let me just turn it off. And the way you do this is you buy a factory reset. So if you're stuck at the Samsung logo, just go ahead and turn it off by holding the home button. by holding the power button for about 10 seconds or so. Now, instead of going into reboot or download mode, you need to go into recovery mode. And simply you get this is by pressing the power button and the top volume toggle. These things always turn off so slowly. Okay, now here's what's going to happen. Again, power button plus top volume. That will put you in recovery mode. And once the screen turns on, let go of the power button and keep holding the volume up. Alright. Okay, now you're in recovery mode. Okay, what you need to do now is select the wipe data factory reset. Now, unfortunately, if I try to zoom in anymore, it won't be clear. But it's actually the third option from the top. So the first option says reboot system now, apply SD card update.zip. The third one would be wipe data factory reset, and then the fourth one would be wipe cache partition. I recommend you do both, but wiping data will be just fine. So the way you get to the third option is just use the volume rocker down, to select the third option. So now you see that hopefully you can see that I selected the wipe data factory reset. Now what you need to do, since I don't actually want to delete anything for me, what you're gonna do is just press the home button and then just keep pressing the home button a couple times. I know there's not really any technical way of doing this, but I just found that if you just kept pressing the home button, eventually it will delete. I'm sorry, I don't want to risk deleting everything right now, but just pressing the home button a few times will definitely get it to delete. After that, the system should reboot. If it does not, you might just have to do a hard reset or a hard reboot by just holding the power button for 10 seconds. Okay, shut off, and then we're just going to turn it back on, and everything should be working just fine. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comment section. I'm sorry if this video wasn't that great. I tried to make it as easy as possible. But if you have questions, you can either leave them in the comments or visit us at thegalaxytab.com or thegalaxytabforum.com, and we can help you out there. Thank you guys for watching.